So we're over here at Stanton and on Microtech area, and in one of the planets, I think it's Salem, and we're over at Rieri and Vic, I think we are here. So we're going to be doing a run at two places in Stanton on the same moon. It's going to be Rieri and Vic and Rieri Celteg, and we're going to be picking up three different things, and in order of the best profit, we're going to be picking up fresh food, which gives us about 3,000 profit per unit. Then we're going to be looking at Compboard, which gives us about 2,500 profit per unit, and then we're going to be looking at bioplastic, which will give us about 1,500 to 2,000 profit per unit, in that order. And because all three of those things, commodities, are at these two places, we've always got fallbacks if we can get the first two. So that's the beauty of this one. So one thing I've noticed, I normally park my ship here like this in front of the elevator, and I think this is where I'm going wrong, where the ship is bugging out on me. I think I'm probably sat on a light, and you'll see here, I get out the ship and I'm going to just inspect it. So I'll back up on the ladder here. There it is, it's open. Back up on this ladder and drop through it. Oh. Now I'm recording this post. I've already recorded the video, so I know what's happening, and I'm recording it post because it was too noisy at my place when I was filming. And you can see that it's just not steady. Like, the feet are up, there's a little light there, which is probably what I parked on last time, and then the other feet are hanging over the edge. So I think this is what's making the ship bug out, and then if I go back the other way, then there's that light there, which then ends up on the ramp. So I'm going to go back in here and maybe move the ship, or try and move the ship, and then you'll see here, I don't try going up. I stopped on the ladder and it still killed me, so that's not good there. And so I'm going to have to come back again. I just wanted to keep that in the video to show people that I didn't actually move up the ladder and it still killed me. But from now on, it actually doesn't kill me because I actually pressed the button going forward. And so I'm going to be a bit cautious going in here again now, making sure I don't blow the ship. Like last time, if you watched the video where I had the bug, whoa, almost crashed into it. Whoa. You saw the bug and it turned purple and it started jibbing through the floor. You can see here it's starting to do something similar. So it's in danger of losing the ship. At least this time I don't have 4 million of cargo in there. And so I'm going to go and land and then move this ship. Jump down, see if I can save this thing. Oh my god, look at it. And I think this has all come down to me being a little bit over the edge. And I think that's what's happened there, because I'm not fully on the pad. You can see there's my body. So this time I'm going to be a bit more cautious. I'm going to use the button. Oh, didn't get to do it, but didn't move this time, so safe. So again, it's not hard. You got to. It's not easy. Sorry, to end up hitting that ladder, and then, you know, sometimes it'll kill you off. So I'm stuck in the ground. I need to move this now. So we're going to be doing this run, and I'll probably make close to 1 million on this run. I will pack out the ship off grid as well with these three things, three commodities. Or I think I only get two of the commodities from two of the places, Anvec and Celteg over in Microtech. So that being done, let's get this cargo. So yo, my Star Citizens, welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. Let's get into it. Right, back up on this. my body just hanging around. So it feels a little bit more stable now, the ship. So let's go and pick up this cargo and see what we can get. So they generally do a couple of hundred here at the two places. Now this ship will take 180. I think I probably get about 200 and about 300 probably I can get into the ship if I pack it out at the back, because I'll put 6 lots of 8 at the back, and then I'll put the on-grid lots of 8 in. I think it's 16 lots of 8 on grid as well. So 16 lots of 8 plus some 4s down the sides. Right, let's see what we've got. So we've got 8.2 million, 8.298 million, or 8.289 million, 8,289,064. Now I want to thank Bad Influence 1982 for giving me the 5 million. I don't even know if he gave me more, but in the last video I lost it all and I was down to 200,000, and Bad Influence in the comment section gave me 5 million. So I want to thank him for that. I don't know if somebody else has thrown money over, but another 3.5 million's gone in there. That could just be from where I lost the cargo last time. Maybe there was something came back to me from the cargo loss, so I don't know. If you did send some money over, just let me know, guys, and I'll give you a thanks in the comment section. Right, so we've got fresh food here, and there's 98, and we're going to get all 8s as much as we can for 1.6 million, and we're going to get 12 units of 8. Accept that. And then you'll see here the bioplastics, with still 112 bioplastic in there, so you've still got loads of bioplastic you can get. And then you've got the Compboard here. Only got 21, so we'll get as many of those as we can, and then we'll stick them down the sides off grid with the 4s. So I'm going to grab those as much as I can. And like I said, the Compboard's probably the second best to get after fresh food. Fresh food, you're looking at about £3,000 per unit. And Compboard, you're looking at about £2,500 per unit. And then bioplastic between 1,500 to 2,000 per unit profit. So that's that. Let's go and load that into the ship. I'm going to be jumping backwards and forwards with these. I'm not going to be like, you're not going to see the whole thing. If you want to see the whole thing, I might put that on as a what I've been doing lately, a members only. So if you want to watch the whole thing without me talking, then I'll stick that on the members only. Just let me know in the comments, and I'll put that up as a members only thing. If you want to join, you can join. There's a join button at the bottom of the video. You can see it. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll load and show you how I'm loading the back end of the Asgard with the 6 off grid, so then you can see that, and then the rest of it is, I think, 16 on grid. It's 4, 8, yeah, about 16 on grid, because it's 4, 4, and then 2 lines of 4 again. So that's the first off grid, and we're going to do 3 each side. Basically, we're going to do 1 and then 1 next to it, and then you'll see there, you see there's 2 and then 1 on top. You can't put another one on top on the second one because where the roof arcs over, it has like a lip, so you can't get another one on top of it, as you see there. So now let's get these on grid, and you'll see there'll be 4 down one side of the 8s, and then 4 down the other side, and then you can put 4 lots of 8 on top of them as well. So what I'll do is I'll end up jumping this to where that's done, or as much as I can. Right, so let's pick up the 4s now. So what's that? 5 lots of 4 of the Compboard. And what I'll do is I'll sort of move them so they're on the side, and you just stick them down the sides of the boxes. Ultimately leaving myself just a bit down the middle. You see all down the sides there, and then down this side here as well. I'm terrible with this spinning and all that. There we go. So now we need to move on to the next place, which I think is Celteg. I can't remember which one I went to first. I went to Rieri, Anvek, and then Celteg. So there's the button. Press that first and then go onto the ladder. Definitely learned my lesson with that. So let's move on to whichever one the next one is, Celteg or Anvek. And they're on the same moon, so that's really good. And then what we'll do is we'll look at the best place to sell in, and we'll be over probably at Hurston. So here we go, over to the next place. And again, this time I think I try and land in front of the elevator. and then quickly work out that that's not the best bet. And I'm going to have to make sure I keep that in mind with the Asgard, that I can't park this way because it just seems to bounce around too much and ends up clipping through. So get it on a more stable base, basically. There we are. Get them engines off. Let's go.
Engines offline.
Back up. Down the ladder. Pause that. Try and find which one it is. Is that one there? And again, so at this place here, we're going to pick up the same. We're going to pick up fresh food, Compboard, and bioplastic in that order, depending on what you want to get. I didn't get bioplastic at the other place because I knew I was going to come over here and get some of the fresh food. So again, 55 or something here. We'll grab all of that. Then once we put it on, we'll recheck it and see if any more's come back. So 830,000 for that. What I'll do is, because I've shown you how much I started off with, I'll show you what I have at the end. So bioplastic's low there. We'll grab the single units or whatever there, the 2s and the 4s. Shove them down the sides as well. And the bioplastic there is only 32. Compboard only 9. But we'll see what we can get once we've loaded it, see if there's any more. Okay, let's do this. You see there's only 32 bioplastic there. Let's do it. I'm just making sure I've got everything there. Yeah, I was trying to see if there's any. Oh, it updated. That's what it was. It updated and added, just as I was coming off the screen, it updated and added more. So that's what I was doing there. I just went back in and buying more. So cool. Let's go and get all that loaded, and then we'll head back over and see if any more's come back. We just want to get to the point where the ship is pretty much full. Now you could do this with a bigger ship, and you could just buy the you could just buy the bioplastic and have that stored here, and then just come back. And if you ever get to the point then where you don't have any of the other stuff, at least you've got some bioplastic on hand then that you can then pick up and sell. That's how I would do it. The reason I'm not doing it this time is because 4.2.1 is in the works, and I think that's going to come within a week or so. So I don't want to end up having loads of cargo sat around, then that could end up being lost because of the patch coming. But once the game is fully out, or the next patch has come and there's going to be a while for the next patch after that, then that's the way I'll do it, is I'll start stocking up some of the cargo, or until cargo is remains after each wipe. Right, so let's start getting this food. Right, so it's too much. So it's left that one lot of 8 there. Okay. No, too much. Okay. Too much. But it's put it over. That's fine. Not too sure when it says too much because there's only 70, it says there. So maybe there's something wrong with the lift itself. Who knows? So again, I'll just put this through. Yeah, there was definitely room, so there's definitely something wrong with that lift. Not being able to accept that last 8. So let's just throw these 4s here so I can get to the 8s and get the 8s in first, and then I'll put the 4s down the side. Again, I'll probably push this forward. There you go. So that's all loaded in now, and what I'm going to do is... Right, so what happened here is I had to go off in an emergency. So what I did is I went up to space and I bed logged off, and I was probably gone back about an hour and then came back. And like I said, when I put the full video out as a members only, if you remember, you'll see this happen in real time, where I actually just leave and then bed log off and then bed log back on, and I came back down and you see this AI here flying around giving me some aggro. And so basically it's been about an hour. I bed logged off for about an hour to go and do something I needed to do, just the school run, and yeah, so I'm back about an hour later, and let's see what cargo they've got here now.
Morning.
So only 13 fresh food. Let's see. I might be able to get 1 8 in there, and maybe a 4. Buy that. Okay, and then we'll grab a 4. And then we'll get the Compboard as well. Quite a bit of Compboard there actually. So now I'm just calculating how many I can get down the sides. I think I calculated down the sides, and at the back end I probably get about 4, lots of 4. And let's go and pick up that other the other fresh food here. The other 4. Grab that one as well. So that should give me to my thing being full. So now I'm calculating the back, how much I can get in the back now if I start stacking these. Let's buy that. So I've probably spent about 4 million on this cargo now. Now it's risky and it's a big ask spending 4 million on cargo, but this is the thing with cargo trading or commodity trading, is you're putting the risk is your money, but the reward is going to be a massive reward. I think I'm going to be looking at close to 1 million for this cargo when I sell it. So let's just make sure that there's nothing else to pick up. No, we're done. So we're pretty much full now. That's it. I probably maybe could have got another couple of 8s in there, but that's about it. I'm just going to head off now and sell this. So we're probably looking at about 50 plus 64 plus 64, 120, 128, 178 plus another. We're probably looking at around 220-ish on the cargo. That's what we've got in there, about 220 I think. So I'm just looking at the places where I can go and sell this fresh food and the Compboard. I'm just looking at Compboard now. And where we can sell that. Is there anywhere in Hurston? Because I'm heading over to Hurston to sell the fresh food. That's where I'm going to get the best prices. So I'm going to see where we can sell this. So looking at this, Opari over in Hurston. So yeah, it looks like 2 good places over in Hurston. Opari, 3 good places. Opari, Edmund and Anderson. All over in Hurston. And it doesn't look like this is updated those yet, the SC Trade Tools. I'll put these in the description, by the way, these sites. So I'll take my chances at Opari and see what we can sell over there when we head over that way. because we've got to go over there to sell the fresh food as well anyway. And it's looking like it's around 18k per unit. Okay, so let's do it. Head over to Hurston. So here we are, over at Hurston. I think we're over at Apari here. This is the first place I came. Look at the rain here, it's just amazing. It's the first time I've come across the weather. I'm sure we used to have weather, because I remember used to having to wipe my helmet, but that was mainly in Microtech with the cold. But yeah, the rain here is really, really good. I really like it. It's the first time we've come across this rain, and I like it. You can see that it's full. So all we need to move here is the Compboard. Let's go make sure that we can actually sell it here first. Let's bring the lift up because we're going to want the lift. The rain's brilliant. The sound effects and the thunder and that's really good as well. Really like it. So in the full video, which I'll put up for the members, in the part where I come to sell here again later on, because I clock off, because I can't sell it all in one go, I'm here just waiting around, and there's some guys coming emptying their stuff. They come landing the ships and they're emptying the ships, and I'm just sat in this unit here just waiting for the tick over of the screen. And it's just really nice just to be there chilling, watching them. Right, so Compboard. Can we sell it? Yes. So it says there's a high inventory and it's got 24, so it looks like they probably won't take a lot here. Probably around 35 I think they'll take. So it's going to be an ask selling it here, and as I just alluded to a second ago, I'm going to be coming back here later because I won't be able to sell it on. But I like this commodity trading. I like it over the cargo hauling, the missions, because I think with the cargo missions there's just not enough excitement there. You're not putting really much on the line. You're just grabbing boxes, putting them in the back of the ship, and then taking them over to a place to drop off. There's no risk in it in putting your own money up front and getting good deals on the rewards that you get in, like so finding something like a really good commodity that you can get, or coming in and to a place like this and finding a good commodity and then earning some really good money from that in a run. Like I said, I probably earned close to $1 million. I think it's probably about 990,000. No, 900,000. It's about 100,000 short of $1 million. So let's get this Compboard in here. Once it's in here, it's safe. Like I said, it's a shame that there's a new patch coming, because I'd like to have been buying and selling cargo at the same time as I'm here, like then picking up some more cargo and leaving it here while I do my deliveries, or putting it on there and going to another place to sell it. Like I want to start doing rounds, and that's what I'm going to be looking at in the future going forward, like picking up cargo here and then, or the place where I go to drop off a load, see if I can pick up cargo there that I'm going to then take to another place. So let's get into selling this now. I don't think people can actually get up there on them, other people other than you. You can get up there obviously, but I don't think other people can. I might be mistaken. You guys can let me know in the comment section. Also guys, in the comment section, let me know what you guys think of commodity trading. Do you prefer commodity trading? Is there too many bugs for you to even worry about commodity trading? Do you prefer to do cargo missions where you just haul in the boxes? Be good to hear your guys' thoughts. I think there's more with the commodity trading. I enjoy it more because it's more heart pounding, because you're putting your own stuff on the line. Okay, so let's get this sold. So we're going to sell 7 lots of 4 and I think 1 lot of 2 there. So we're not going to be able to sell it all. Success. So what's that? 4 lots of 4 left to sell, or 12 lots of 4 to sell, something like that. So yeah, it looks like around 35 is what they'll take. So like that Atlas from there, really good commodity. I'd love to just pick that up and leave it in my hangar because that's a really good commodity to have. And same with the cobalt. I think the cobalt's a decent one. So I would normally like just grab that and just leave it in my hangar. Or the freight elevator, but because there's a patch coming, I'm not going to do that. It's almost like mining and then, you know, putting it in for a refine and then losing it on the refine. You'd lose it on the patch update. So here we are over at one of the HMS places. I think it's Thedos. I think I'm at HMS Thedos here. This was the best place to sell it. And so what we're going to do is just make sure that they sell it here, or make sure they buy it here, and they're not full. Because if they're full, there's no point in putting it into the cargo elevator. Or if they only have capacity to sell maybe 100, maybe only putting 100 into the cargo elevator. That's what I'm going to be looking at here with this before I start putting it in, because I don't want to be putting it in and then can't sell it and then having to drag it out to put it somewhere else. If there's only a couple to sell, then 1 or 2 boxes left, then that's what I'll do. I'll put it all in and just wait. Here we go. So this is the big stuff now, the fresh food. So local market, let's have a look. Fresh food, 52 infantry they got. I think they take about 200. And so we're looking at about 150 we can put in there. So if we take a box of 8, we probably can get 20 boxes of 8 in there, because 10 boxes would be 80. So around 160 for 20 boxes of 8. So that would be, in any 4s would be twice, you know, so it'd be 2 4s would be one of those 8s. Let's get, you know, around 10 boxes in there. If it's close to 10 boxes, that's all that we have in this thing, then I'll just throw it all in, like I said. So get the 4 and the 2 in there. I'll probably fast forward this guy. There we are. So the first load going in, I think that's 12 lots of 8 in there. So we've still got like 8 lots of 8 to get in there before we get to the point of the sell. The good thing about that is when we come to sell it, we might already have enough taken away so that we can actually sell all of it. We'll find out when we get to the terminal in a minute. So yeah, there was 94 there. Let's bring up the ramp. What have we got left? We got 1, 2. We've got 6, about 8 boxes. We only want to really put in about 6 to 10 boxes, and I think we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9 boxes. 10 boxes maybe. So we're going to put it all in, because with what's going to be left, it's probably only going to be about 1 or 2 boxes left to sell. So there's no point in heading off to another place. If there was like 5, 6, 7 boxes to sell, it could take a bit of time to have that inventory come back available, so we'd probably just take it somewhere else. But because there's only probably 1 or 2 boxes left after we sell what the full inventory would be, we might as well just leave it all in one place. So let's head over and sell it. And you probably have realised, as I'm running over here now, like I said, this is a voiceover after, you probably realised I didn't send it down the lift. sent the first lot down, but not the second lot. Let's go in. Select the place we are. Yeah, Thedos, I think it is. And we're going to sell it, and he's going to let us sell all of that for 1.9 million. At this point, I'm thinking, why have I only got 94? What's happened? Not realising I've not sent the lift down. Let's sell all of that. And we should have about space for around 60 more. So I'm looking now and thinking, where's the rest of it? In my head, I wasn't going to be able to sell it all because we needed about 150. So why have I sold it all? That's what's going on in my head at the moment. I couldn't understand it. And then I'm looking here and I'm going, see, there's like probably another 100 or something that we could sell in there. Why is it doing that? And then I realised then that I've not sent the lift down. Stupid mistake. There we go. The lift's open. I think when I came up over that ramp afterwards, I was sighing a bit of relief to myself, and then as I came over and saw the boxes, I was like, yeah, thank God I didn't send it down. It just didn't, and it wasn't just a bug that disappeared. Okay, so let's go and sell the rest of this now. Okay, so let's have a look what we've got. There we are. So another 80 SCU or something there. 1.3 million. We're going to sell that for. So we've got 16 SCU left. What's that? 2 lots of 18. So we've got 2 lots of 18. So I said about 2 boxes left. Okay, guys. So this is actually the next day. I actually bed logged off and came back on the next day because I had to go out and didn't want to get a ticket on my car. So I bed logged off and came back the next day, knowing that this should have reset itself. And there we go. So I'm going to sell the other 2 lots of 8 there for 3,500 or 350,000. And now it's time to head back over to Opari and sell that as well. So this shows also that bed logging off with the cargo on works, and bed logging off with the cargo in an elevator works as well. So back over at Opari. Let's get rid of this get rid of this Compboard we've got now.
Engines offline.
I love the rain. Absolutely love the rain. That's so good. So here we are. Let's see what we can sell over at Opari. So we've got 52 units to sell. We can sell, I think that's that 2 lots of 4 or something. So we've got 12 lots, 12 SCU that we're about to sell. So I'm breaking this up to where I'm able to sell it. I probably spent about 40 minutes waiting around to sell the rest of this. Compboard, we could have just maybe picked it up and gone to a different place, like I said earlier, but I ended up just waiting around and see what the tick over was. And it was about 40 minutes, and you can see that in the member video. When if you're a member, you can see that in the member video that I'm going to put out, where I'm going to put out the full video itself without any interruptions and me talking, and you can just watch the whole thing of how it pans out. And so again, like I said, probably 20 minutes after the last sale, we're going to go and sell the rest of this now. It was good actually hanging around in this area, because I saw people coming and doing the cargo missions, coming backwards and forwards doing cargo missions. It was funny. So we've got 9.2 million, is that? I think 9.2 million. Let's have a look. 9.142. 9.142. 919. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate this now and see what we've got. So 9,142,919. And we're going to minus 8,289,000. 8,289,000. And that equals 853,855. So 854,000, 8,500,000 for that. Probably would have been better if we had all of the fresh food, more fresh food than Compboard, but that's still a really good take there, just in an Asgard. Now, if you take something like the Starlancer Max, that's going to be an FD chunk of money there. You probably definitely earn over a million. I think when I was doing this the other day, I probably had about 1.2 million worth of profit in before the cargo clipped, or the ship clipped and under the thing. You can watch that in the other video where I had the mistake with the bug that should have been fixed. There's a video out, and there's also in the members section of the whole video of that where that bug actually happened. And so yes, so that's that one, guys. Hopefully you get something from that run. Like I said, there's going to be a members video in the member section. Our Discord is up, guys, so you can jump in the comment section and jump on our Discord if you want. And we've also got the org if you want to jump on that. I check it every few days, so if you haven't got an answer, or you've not been accepted yet in any of them, then just wait a couple of days, because it generally takes me a bit of time to go through them. And yeah, so we've also got the members section, guys. Hit that join button if you want to watch the members stuff. And yeah, thanks to those guys that are already members. Really appreciate you guys. And we have also partnered up with the Impound, and so there's also an affiliate link up for the Impound in our description, where you can get 3% off the Impound. And yeah, so we're in talks with them maybe to get a free ship that we can do a giveaway on at some point, but we'll let you guys know further into the future. So we hope you like this one, guys. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching till the end, and yeah, big thumbs up, guys. We really do love you. See you guys in the verse.